Hi, we're back for our second lesson for our pre-finals in database management 2. Okay, so we just finished the first lesson, data model. Now we're going to discuss the multiple table lessons for our second and last lesson for pre-finals. So we're gonna read joining multiple data and we go to our presentation. Displaying data from multiple table using join condition. Okay, after this lesson, students should be able to list the different types of join condition, use select statement of display data from multiple table with different type of join, and compare and contrast inner and outer join, and discuss why Cartesian product is encountered. Okay, so yan ang ating objectives ngayon. Types of joins, we have natural join using left outer, right outer, full outer, on clause, and then cross join. So we will be discussing one by one all those types of join. So we have the syntax for our join statements. First, we select the table, the columns, state the table and the columns, and then we use the from statement, and then the joins command, no? Okay. So we have the types of joins here, and then we use the conditional statements, which will be discussed, no? On the last part of our topic. So we have two tables here: employees, departments, and locations. I mean, three tables pala to. Employees, departments, locations. And we have the location ID, department ID for the departments. We have also the location ID for the departments and the employees table. Okay. So, qualifying ambiguous column names. To qualify ambiguous column names, always use table prefixes. So, para daw maiwasan yung error, no? With regards to identifying column names when using joins. Ito yung rules, no? We use always prefixes. Table prefix used to improve performance. Prefixes is too long, a user may use table aliases. So, table aliases gives a table shorter name. Okay? So we will also be discussing how to use aliases later on. Okay? So those are the rules. We use prefixes and aliases to improve performance for table searches. What are natural joins? Natural joins clause is based on the columns in two tables that have the same name. Kung meron kang column ID sa iyong employee table at meron kang column ID sa department ID or location ID sa employees table mo, and then sa department table meron kang location ID, then you can join them, no, using location ID. At ito yung ating example na command, no? Select from table and then natural join. And if you use the said example tables, we use the from the departments, okay, and using the natural join command, then this result will be displayed, no? So all natural join example is on the left side, and where departments table is not natural join to locations table using the location ID. So we use the location ID of both from both two tables, departments and location departments, location table. Okay, and then this is displayed. Okay. Next, we have the using clause. So pareho din siya ng natural join, but using clause is only used when the two columns that we match are do not have the same data types. Okay? So kung dito sila pareho ng data types, then we use the using, no? Pero kung pareho siya ng data types, then we use the natural join. Okay? So ito yung using example, no? Sa location and departments. Makikita nyo, pareho din siya ng result dito sa ating previous example ng natural join. Okay? Kasi ang pagkakaiba lang naman nila ni natural join at ni using is Yan, when the creation of table data types of two matched column is not the same. Yung data types, no? Yung values magkapareho, pero yung data types ay posibleng di raw pareho. So we use the using clause. So when using aliases, we cannot use it using the clause, no? Using clause. So under that, we use the on clause. So yung on clause, pag gumawa tayo ng on clause, we can rename the table. Kung masyadong maba yung column name ng isang table, we can rename them using aliases, no? But we cannot use the aliases command. Ito yung on command under ng using, no? We can only use it by the command na join. Yan. So from employees, join natin sa departments, then we use the on to rename them, no? Para makita nyo ay gamitin ko tong yan. So paano ni-rename? Si department ID galing kay department table, ni-rename natin sa E. Si department ID, kasi pareho siya ng department ID sa employees, sa departments, kinuha din ni-rename natin siya using aliases na letter D, no? So ito galing sa employees, ito galing sa departments. So ang use ng on clause is to make the column names, kung pareho ang column name mo sa different tables, ay distinguishable, no? So using the on clause and using the aliases, malalaman natin kung saan galing yung department na yon, no? Department ID name, no? Ito sa employee, ito sa department. So yun ang use ng aliases, no? Kapag halos pareho ang column names ng minamatch natin, no? Now we can also apply conditions daw, no? Using the where, yan, and where. Okay? Makikita natin dito may on to kasi ni-rename natin, no? Gumawa tayo ng aliases. Then we add the where additional conditions. Ginagamit natin ng where if we want to display a specific information, no? Other than displaying a group of records. For example, ito. Ang gusto lang natin makita is yung may value na ST clerk galing sa job ID. So, yun lang ang din-display niya, no? Kasi nilagyan natin siya ng where. Okay? So, yung joins on clauses, we can use, no? Multiple joins. Yan. Join na, may join pa rito, may join pa rito sa baba. Okay? So, the same format. Okay? Now, we go now with the different types of joins. We have the inner join. Inner join and on-clause returns the same output, no? Inner join returns the intersection of two or more tables. So, kung saan sila magkapareho, yun ang i-display niya. That is the definition of inner join. Yung self-join naman, itong inner join kasi dalawang table. Table 1, table 2 magkaiba. But pag sinabing self-join, nasa loob lang siya ng isang table. For example, may parehong last name ka na table, last name na attributes, no, sa isang table. Yan, pwede mo silang i-match, i-compare, no? And then also i-display. Okay? That is called the self-join. Nasa loob lang siya. Ang gino-join mo yung different columns na magkapareho ng laman sa isang table mo. Okay? Yan, non-equijoin. Pag sabing non-equijoin, example left side case, a non-equijoin table with the employee's salary between 1,000 to 5,000. Okay? So we use the on for the aliases, but we also added a parameters which is between 1,000 and 5,000. So, ang i-display niya lang dito, those records with between 1,000 and 5,000 salary limit. Okay? Next, ano yung inner versus outer joins? Pag sinabing inner join, di-display niya kung saan sila magkapareho. Pag sinabing outer joins, dinidisplay niya yung magkapareho nilang records and also the left or right, no? Left or right match, di-display niya. But pag sinabi mong full outer join, dinidisplay niya yung inner join plus yung left and right, no? Yung outer join lang, it's either left or right i-display niya. But pag sinabing full outer join, then it will display both sides, no? Left or right. Yan, left join, ito lang, left side lang. Right join, right lang ng table. Yan. Pag full outer join lahat. Yan. Okay. So, ano yung Cartesian products? Cartesian product is formed when a joint condition is omitted, the joint condition is invalid, all rows in the first table are joined to all rows in the second table, no? So, kapag nag-create ka ng join, tapos hindi naman siya valid, okay? Or hindi ka nag-create ng join, biniginawan mo ng relationship, yung dalawang table, so, magkakaroon siya ng Cartesian products. Okay? Ibig sabihin ng Cartesian products is the display of records, no? It will display all the records using Cartesian products or the Cartesian method, no, of joining to yan, cross join. The cross join method is the Cartesian method and the result will be the Cartesian product. Ibig sabihin yung different array of records, no? Different sets of records, all records, no? Without necessary specific relationships. Okay? So the cross-join clause will produce the cross product of two tables is also called the Cartesian product between the two tables. Okay? So ito yung lesson summary. So this is the end of our second lesson for our pre-final lesson. So you can take the you can now take the quiz 2, quiz 1 for the prelims and also the pre-final exam if you are ready. So i-open ko siya, then it will be available for for you to take, no, anytime.